8 o'clock in the morning, that is peak traffic. And I can tell you, and maybe some people will disagree with me, it doesn't take me half an hour. It takes me 10 minutes, 15 minutes, because I can account for that, because I know that I put 2 children into those schools. And I can say that traffic has not changed because of the schools. Why hasn't the schools been improved? Now we're adding another gas station, and your comment, I think it was, which I appreciate, it's money and revenue to the city. Where is that revenue going? There hasn't been an incredible amount of improvements to the roads, except closing off our exit to the highway. Closing off, not opening. There hasn't been an expansion of roads the way it should be. And if we're looking at experts, not downing anybody, but if we're looking at experts, you're quoting someone who worked in Ormond Beach, who's worked in Daytona Beach and Palm Coast. Well, I will guarantee you, in my line of work, I work hand in hand with physicians, doctors, and nurses, and they all want a better land. They all want bigger and better, because they do have, sorry?
Wrap it up. I let you go way beyond your
Sorry,
time. That's okay.
the time it didn't.
That's okay.
That's fine. I appreciate that. But what I'm trying to say is that we are putting money back into the city because we can. We have good jobs here. We still have development. We have a mall coming up. We have a hospital that's made major improvements to them and competing 2 hospitals. What I'm trying to get to the point is, if we are looking at development in the city, look at how we can make it better, not worse. The plans for the roads have not gotten any better, and if we're looking to mirror and say that we have experts looking at Ormond Beach and Palm Coast, look at their traffic patterns, because I've worked there as well. Look at their housing developments, and my friends live there, and they hate it, because it's a house next to a house. So if we want to build up the jewel of Port Orange, build up the jewel of Port Orange. Thank you.
Don't forget to sign in.
Guys, no clapping, please. I would have threw the gavel.
Good evening.
Nice.
My name's Dennis Kennedy. That was quite a presentation. Glenn certainly does earn his keep, doesn't he? First off, as far as the 100 by 400 foot lots, I don't think there's anybody up here that thinks for a minute that these people that have got this much money tied up in this land are ever going to put something out there that would be unsaleable. And I don't think anybody's going to buy a 100 by 400 foot lot to put an 80 foot house on. So they're going to come back to you with a better product at the end, obviously. Now, what I want to say, okay, as we know, this has been here before. Y'all voted on it before, voted it down. Okay, they made some minor changes, and the changes are not major, and the project is still not consistent with the surrounding community. Twice before, residential developers have come to the Planning Commission and then on to the City Council. Twice before. They were voted down, the City Council holding the request of the citizens. Okay? More than 25 years ago, Pheasant Run. 15 years ago with Rolling Hills. Okay? The last one of those was Mayor Dorothy Huckel sat here and is quoted as saying that on the record that the city made a commitment to the residents of the area and that the city would honor that commitment. Okay? The precedent for denying this, and they have made some changes. Okay? I'll grant you that, and I think we need to continue working with them to come up with a little better plan. But the precedent for denying this change has been both established and upheld, okay, by a judicial body, and that's the City Council. So there is precedent to deny this. Okay, this is the last large piece of property this side of I-95, with the exception of the little place over there, Green Acres, that Alan Green owns. We want this to stay the way it has been. Okay, this is a commitment the city's made to these residents for 25 years. Virtually everything from this point all the way to I-95. Y'all just did something off of Bogsford Road. They were more than 1 acre. Everything in that whole swath of land is 1 acre. Okay, so while they've headed in the right direction, okay, I think that we still have lots more work to do, and I would ask that you please continue this, send this back to the planning, or to community development for the commitments to be made and to get these things worked out.